Okay, let us just wrap our head to what has been an absolutely shambolic, confusion-filled and a controversy-filled Asia Cup squad selection. So,
let's be very fair. Right now, as things stand, there is no Shubman Gill in the squad.
Shocker, absolute shocker of an announcement. Shocker. No Shubman Gill in the Asia Cup squad. Is it an injury or is it even more shocking? Workload management.
No, it could very well be that his form has declined. So they've dropped him, which would be even more stupid.
With just 3 months, we had a brilliant January to May. Your leading run getter in the IPL. He did well in the bilateral series in New Zealand and Sri Lanka. And also World Test Championship form and West Indies form.
Let's wait and watch, because again, we don't know at this point. Let us just be very, very frank with all of you guys who are joining us. We have seen 3 different versions of the squad on the broadcasters, and we have zilch clue what's going on right now.
And remember, it is not a 17-member squad, it is a 16-member squad. So, let me just tell you what was the other thing. Now, this is the squad that was announced by the host broadcasters. The press conference is going to start pretty shortly. So, this is the situation. Rohit Sharma is the captain. Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav is in, KL Rahul is in, Shreyas Iyer is in, Hardik Pandya is in, Ravindra Jadeja, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, no problems in there. Ishan Kishan, Shardul Thakur, Akshar Patel, Prasidh makes a comeback after a good year. Yeah. Then if you look at it, there is Kuldeep Yadav and the ultimate bolter, Tilak Verma is back. Sanju Samson, there is an asterisk. Why? He's the backup. So, India have not announced a 17-member squad. India have announced a 16-member squad.
With one backup wicketkeeper, I don't understand.
You already have KL Rahul and Ishan Kishan. You needed another backup as a keeper for Sanju Samson.
I just don't get it.
Now, this has opened up an entire Pandora's box. This was the first major selection meeting which included Rahul Dravid, Rohit Sharma and Ajit Agarkar. All of them were there. The physio, the head of the NCA physio, Dr. Nitin Patel is also there at Delhi. All of them have gone on. So what is the key takeaway? Only one wrist spinner. No Yuzi Chahal, no R.
But now we have the squad. We finally do have the squad. And Gill is in fact.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness.
So this is I'll just read it out to you. It's Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Ishan Kishan, KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya, your vice captain.
Okay.
Ravindra Jadeja, Shardul Thakur, Kuldeep Yadav, Akshar Patel, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, Prasidh Krishna. That's 16 members with Sanju Samson being your reserve player.
Okay, so folks, this is the entire confusion that has been caused because of the host broadcasters who are firing in 4 to 5 different graphics at this point.
One particular point. So
yep.
I'll do it. We'll just let's quickly go over the squad once again, because this now is what has been announced in the press conference. So Rohit Sharma, your captain, Shubman Gill, thankfully is there. Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Ishan Kishan, KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya, who's your vice captain, Ravindra Jadeja, Shardul Thakur, Kuldeep Yadav, Akshar Patel, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj and Prasidh Krishna is the 16th member of your squad, with Sanju Samson named as the 17th member, albeit as a reserve player. So that is the squad as things look right now, and it is, you can say, more or less along expected lines. But what they have done is they have essentially dropped Yuzi Chahal. Yuzvendra Chahal, there was a lot of talk about, and once Siddharth is back here with us, we'll be going into some detail and debate about that, in the sense that you've gone for one less wicket keeping, or you've gone for one less spin bowling option, but you've managed to accommodate 3 different wicket keepers. So I'm not really sure about this. Yuzvendra Chahal, you know, there's always been a lot of talk about whether or not he gets put in there at around these points in time where, you know, the World Cup is going on and he gets dropped. It's happened in 2021, 2022 he didn't play, 2023 as well. You know, he just now he's no longer even part of the squad for the Asia Cup. He's been dropped. There's no Yuzi Chahal. Of course, many of us were expecting. Siddharth, is your mic off? So what a lot of us were expecting was that R. Ashwin would in fact be making a comeback, because there had been a rumor that India might be looking for an additional off-spinning option, because there was no off-spinning option. Thankfully, that has not happened, so there's no Ashwin in the squad. But they are going with only 3 spinners, 2 of whom you would be expecting would be playing. So, I mean, Kuldeep is definitely your first choice spinner, but he's also your only full-time spinner in this particular squad. So, obviously, it's an interesting squad in many ways, and obviously, we'll be able to break it down for you a lot better once it's a conversation happening between me and Siddharth. But for those of you who are just joining us, let's quickly take you through the squad again. So, you have the squad that has been announced now in the press conference. It is that you have Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Suryakumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Ishan Kishan, KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya, who's been named your vice captain with Rohit being captain, Ravindra Jadeja, Shardul Thakur, Kuldeep Yadav, Akshar Patel, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj. Prasidh Krishna is the 16th member of your squad, with Sanju Samson, the 17th, officially being named as a reserve player. So that is how this squad looks right now. It's a 17-member squad officially, yes, but it has 16 with Sanju Samson being the reserve player. With Sanju, of course, there had been some talk about whether or not he'd be dropped from the squad. There was a rumor that was doing the round. Even Ravi Shastri had in fact stated very clearly that if he were the head coach, he would not be taking Sanju Samson. And we have been joined back by Siddharth. Can we get that graphic now? It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it is absolute chaos that the host broadcasters themselves created. Yeah. Because what happened? First, they showed that one of Shubman Gill is not around.
And first they showed with Shubman Gill there. Then Shubman Gill not
there. Now you've finally gotten the confirmation that Shubman Gill is there. And everybody from Twitter to every social media to all websites all made their announcements. Now they'll have to once again make those changes, and it is a shocking lapse that the host broadcasters have done, which shows that they themselves don't know how to go about it.
No, I'm sorry. Tell me something. It's become a practice now that the BCCI will always announce their squads on social media. Right?
Yeah.
That's how it's been. You always get a tweet or something from, the BCCI where you get the squad. Here, the squad is broken on TV. There's no tweet whatsoever, by the way. BCCI's last tweet is from yesterday's Ireland game, 14 hours back. And not just that, there is then no confirmation because the broadcasters themselves made such a massive khichdi out of it.
Not a khichdi. I mean, I'll be very blunt here. The host broadcasters were absolutely clueless. And they have made the entire media clueless also, and they have deliberately spun them around. So you had 3 versions. So once again, for people who are joining,
the
final version. So Rohit Sharma, thank God, better sense prevailed. Shubman Gill is there. Because we are all wondering, if Shubman Gill is not there, just on the basis of 2 or 3 months, you suddenly say he's not good enough. Virat Kohli, Suryakumar Yadav, KL Rahul. Yes, KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer are both back. Okay, all the NCA simulations, all match simulations for 3 to 4 months, everybody was saying KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer. Maybe Shreyas Iyer will not come back, but Shreyas is back.
Also back.
KL Rahul 100%, we were certain he's back. Hardik Pandya remains your vice captain. So that one particular rumor that was there, that Jasprit Bumrah will be your vice captain, no. That's not happening, because Hardik is your white ball captain heading forward after the end of the ODI World Cup. Let's be very honest about that. Ravindra Jadeja, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, no surprises there. Fast bowlers, no issues. Ishan Kishan had to be your backup. Shardul Thakur had to be there. Akshar Patel, Prasidh Krishna, Kuldeep Yadav, but your ultimate bolter, just on the basis of 7 T20Is, is Tilak Verma.
And Sanju Samson stays in the squad, albeit as a reserve player.
So it is a 16-man squad. This reserve is not counted, he's your 17th. So that's why it has been a total kerfuffle that has happened, and social media today will be absolutely vitriolic on how the host broadcasters manage this. Because
actually, it's a 17-member squad. Sanju is the backup as the 18th. See, read go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, And then 12, 13, 14, 15,
17.
So 17 members. So Sanju is not part of the
Squad.
He's just there. I think he's there as a backup either for the wicket keeper or if a middle order bat. So he's
You need
going to
3 wicket keepers.
No, I'm saying he's a backup in case, see, because KL's fitness. There's been some talk over whether or not he's fit. We can leave the graphic now, by the way. It's okay.
Yeah.
Because with KL, there's been talk how fit is he. He's just been doing match simulations. Same with Shreyas. So you need someone who can potentially slot in case, God forbid, absolute worst case scenario, some sort of an emergency situation pops up. That's where Sanju comes
Sanju Samson's in. But then Tilak Verma, let us focus on him. What a last couple of months he's been having. Simply stunning if you look at it.
Fantastic.
His performances in the West Indies was next level. And everybody was backing for Tilak Verma to do well because you need a left-hander. Now in that left-hander, does it satisfy Ravi Shastri's criteria? Because Ravi Shastri, the former head coach, was saying, you will need 3 left-handers in the top order. That
Two
is
criteria. Yeah. 1, left-handers. 2, he's hot right now, bring him in.
Bring him in.
They've done that.
Then Yashasvi Jaiswal, yeah, he would get his time later on. But at
Yashasvi, unfortunately, there's not much of a vacancy in the top of the order. Middle, you can still have an option. For top, you're sorted with Rohit Shubman, and you also have, Ishan, who's a backup in that regard.
Yeah.
So you really did need maybe a middle order backup. That's why Tilak comes in. I'd be very surprised if he plays.
Now, okay, only one wrist spinner. That's it.
Big
Yajuvendra Chahal has not been picked in the ODI setup for one simple reason. 2019, he was your leading wicket taker for India in the ODI World Cup. 2019. Now, despite being your leading wicket taker in the T20I format in IPL 2021 and 2022,
correct,
you still don't pick him in the Indian side. And it looks as if Yuzi Chahal, I think it's Tata bye-bye.
I don't think it's Tata bye-bye, but I think they're not looking at him for this World Cup. His downturn in form, and I kept saying he had a good IPL, but internationally his form had taken a nosedive. They had no reason for once to drop Kuldeep, and they persisted. But I don't understand. For me, this is just my selection. I would have not taken Tilak and Adil Kapuse in the Chahal because you need a wrist spinner backup.
Yep.
What if Kuldeep gets injured?
Yes.
Are you going to bring in Akshar Patel as only a spinner? I'm sorry, Akshar's bowling does not merit him being in the lineup as a pure bowler.
Pure bowler. So your number 8. Now this is the another indication that we have got from the Asia Cup squad. Your number 8 is a toss-up between these 2 players, Shardul and Aksar.
100% it will be Shardul.
It has to be Shardul
because Akshar and Jadeja are exactly the same.
Exactly the same. But then again, if you have to look at it, Aksar a better bat than Shardul?
No, not necessarily. Oh, see, maybe if you're looking at ODIs, yeah, but Shardul has proven in bits and pieces that he's a good enough bat for number 8. Akshar, the problem with playing him at number 8 is that you're following one Jadeja with another. Yep. Jadeja is your number 7.
Number 7.
Akshar at number 8 makes no sense. I think it has to be Shardul
because then your left-handers criteria will be satisfied.
No, leave aside the left-handers. That is Shastri's criteria. That's beyond the point. My point is, if you have Akshar there at 8, are you going to be playing 3 spinners? No. You can't play 3 spinners.
Kuldeep has to start.
So that is why it is easier comparatively to drop one of Shami or Siraj and bring in Shardul.
Yeah.
It's easier. I'm not saying it's
So at max, if we look at it, Shardul has sealed that number 8 spot.
Yeah, because we kept talking about, and the big disclaimer, no Ashwin. We were very worried that again he is going to be parachuted in. That's not happened. But with no Ashwin being there, it's made a clear path for Shardul.
It's Shardul,
yeah. Like.
It is. So no Ashwin, because if Ashwin was selected, 17 months later, he would have been your 17th member in that Asia Cup squad.
And by the way, for wicketkeeper, I just saw, so the broadcast is going on right now. The selectors have said very clearly, in fact, AajTak has said that KL Rahul is going to be your first choice keeper.
He has to be your first choice keeper.
In,
yep. Okay, so I want Rohit Sharma has also made one more major admission. I want players to bat in any position. Now that means KL Rahul necessarily need not be your number 5.
Yeah, he might be at 4.
4. And if Shreyas comes, he can be your 5. That toss-up will happen.
But I think Shreyas has proved best at 4 and KL's proved best at 5. I think he's saying that because in case something happens. So, we kept talking about that maybe that slot Ishan at number 4 or 5 if, one of these guys won't fit.
Yep.
Now I think with both of them fit, I think Shreyas is your 4.
Yeah.
Your batting order at this point seems very sorted.
Yes.
Rohit Shubman, Virat 3, Shreyas 4, KL Rahul 5, Hardik Pandya 6, Jadeja 7 and Shardul Thakur at
8. Then you've got Kuldeep, Bumrah and one of Shami or Siraj. That's your playing 11.
Personally, and this might seem harsh,
But
I
drop
might
Shami. Yes.
Because Siraj gives me an option in both the death overs as well as the power play.
Shami's death overs has often taken a hit, and okay, maybe in the IPL he had a bit of success.
No, but in international cricket, he's been here. Even in IPL for that matter, he's been hit or miss in the death.
But again, remember, Shami is coming off refresh after 4 months of a break, and Siraj took a break only about a month back. So maybe Bumrah Shami, that will be your opening combination with the ball. Ishan Kishan and Surya Kumar Yadav, if you look at it, I don't think are starting at this point in time. Maybe for one particular, if you want to workload management, that also.
Yeah,
then for the Nepal game, potentially.
That would also still be a risk. I would personally, if I agree with you in the sense that they might think that way. But if I'm managing this team, I want that my first choice 11 plays all matches, barring injury.
Barring injury. So, let us look at it. Our main problem was these three were cast in stone. Although the host broadcasters made it a point to ensure this guy was not going to be in the scheme of things. Okay, but he's in. Somehow he's there. 3 guys. Okay, 3 guys are in this. Surya Kumar Yadav is your backup for Shreyas Iyer. Okay, Ishan Kishan is your backup for KL Rahul. Okay, so that you got a backup to it. Okay, Hardik Pandya is going to start, but there is no backup for him. Although you may be tempted to call Shardul, but Shardul will play.
But Shardul is playing. You can't call him a backup.
He's not a backup. Ravindra Jadeja, his backup is Akshar Patel. Okay. Shardul will start. So that is your 8. Okay. Then if you want Kuldeep Yadav, there is no backup for him. There is no other wrist spinner. So that is why Bumrah's backup, if he starts, is Prasidh Krishna. Okay. Or he can be a backup for either Siraj or Shami. Either of the lot. So where does Tilak fit in? Is Tilak going to be your backup to a backup?
I think, and this could very well just be me spitballing, but I think Tilak might very well be a Shreyas Iyer backup. Because if something...
You don't think Sky is the backup for...
No, I think with Sky, because again, if you remember that one press conference he did when he was in West Indies, or it was Florida, I don't remember where it was exactly, it was during the ODI series, where he said, that I'm also trying to figure out, and he said that the coach and captain expect me to bat 50-60 balls, but play the same way I play T20s, which means they're looking at potentially using him as a finisher or a floater. Tilak is more of a conventional middle order bat, so Tilak would probably be Shreyas's backup. Surya could very well be for, that's the thing. I think Sky actually has been marginalized just a little bit.
Supposing Tilak plays at what position? Number 3.
4.
Number 3 or 4, right?
4.
Why not take a wild guess? Okay. He's your backup for a Kohli.
Could be
a backup for Kohli.
Very well could be.
Because
you don't otherwise have a backup for Kohli.
Tilak is your backup for Kohli.
Correct.
And because if you look at it, he's a top order bat. Mumbai Indians, he mostly batted at 4 or 3 in that sense.
I batted 4.
So. Now, if you're seriously thinking, is Kohli going to bat at 4 to accommodate Tilak?
No, I doubt.
If suppose KL is not fit, or even Shreyas is not fit.
Could be.
So Tilak is potentially your backup for Virat.
Exactly. He's suddenly come in as a middle order backup and added advantage,
left-hander. So if I have to go by Ravi Shastri's head coach theory, this is a theory at this point in time. No one is right, no one is wrong in this particular thing. It's an open-ended theory. It's an open-ended theory. So at this point in time, it is very important to analyze that whatever we look at it, this is your squad. 99% this is your World Cup squad as well.
100%. There is no way you're picking. In fact, you'll have less players to pick there. In fact, I think the players who you don't see in action much during the Asia Cup will most likely be, you're allowed how many backups for the World Cup? 3 or 4?
You're allowed 3 backups.
So 15 plus 3, you 18. Already have 18 people here. I think everything considered, see Sanju, unless something majorly happens.
To both Ishan and KL Rahul.
Correct. I think so. He's also going to be a backup for the World Cup. Your other backups could very well be Tilak and Prasidh.
Yep. Can we just go to the comments here?
We're going to take some questions as well now.
We have to go there and then do it. So let's just
No.
From that side. On the TV here. So this is the situation that is confronting us at this point in time. Look. There are backups to backups in this particular way. So, Tilak could be a backup for Virat, but this is just a speculation. This is a theory. So, Akshar Patel is your backup for Ravindra Jadeja. Okay, there is no backup for Hardik Pandya because Shardul Thakur is starting. Prasidh can be a backup to either Siraj, Shami or Bumrah, whoever gets injured at this point in time. So, this is the current situation. Let us take some comments. Look, there will be people who are panning us. Okay, Shane, just to disclaimer, because they'll think, oh, what kind of squad you have done. Now, so it wasn't us because the host broadcasters then decided that, oh, okay, let us just ensure that there is confusion. Okay, so now let's just go up a bit. If there is any scroll up, high, yeah. Okay, so now, okay, everybody, I'll just say everything to Sarthak Goyal, Aman Bharadwaj and all those people who are like conveniently sitting there and criticizing. The host broadcasters initially put out a graphic that he's not there. Shubman Gill isn't there. Now you check even social media, what happened. When social media was there was a total meltdown. Gill not in, Gill not in, Gill not in. Every reputed agency then quoted that. But then within 2 minutes, the host broadcasters decided, oh, no, I think we fired the wrong graphic. Now when your source itself is wrong, then it is very unfair even as family members and as privileged fans out there to criticize all the other media outlets, because that's how you feed from the information that you get. So, this is the squad that is now been confirmed. Okay, there were 3 different versions of the squad, and that is why you cannot blame all the media houses for just feeding upon that information. So, the squad right now is there in front of us. No UZ Chahal, no Ravichandran Ashwin, Sanju Samson is your reserve, only one wrist spinner is going, Tilak is there for added batting depth. And that is why it is going to be all, for all the fans, if you want to say that, oh, there was confusion and all that, don't blame us. The host broadcasters decided to create confusion. But even then, if you want to criticize most of the media outlets, then you are blind and you do not even know how does the media function at this point in time. So, initially there was a shocker. We could have gone on very, very long for this if there was this particular individual was missing. But that's why we waited. That is why we waited, and that is why we just went live at that time when we got a bit of a confirmation, and that's why we delayed it. So that is why Rohit Sharma, yet again for people, final squad locked in for the Asia Cup.
Yeah, we'll just see this.
99% that is your World Cup squad.
Correct.
Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Suryakumar Yadav, KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer, Hardik Pandya is your vice captain, Ravindra Jadeja, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, Ishan Kishan, backup keeper to KL Rahul. Or if you don't want to get him as a keeper, as a batsman, he's your backup to Shubman Gill, just as a batter alone. Shardul Thakur, Akshar Patel, backup to Ravindra Jadeja, Prasidh Krishna, backup to any of the 3 pacers in Bumrah, Shami and Siraj, Kuldeep Yadav, no backup for him.
Choice, only choice wrist spinner.
Tilak Verma, a potential backup for Virat Kohli. And your reserve is Sanju Samson.
Who's backing up basically 3 players at this point.
He has, if he wants to get a chance, either KL Rahul or Ishan Kishan both have to have injuries. Then and only then he gets a chance.
Correct.
But I really pity the situation when it comes to the Indian situation. This Indian Asia Cup thing was so bad. The way how it has been done, especially on this bigger medium, my criticism and my cynicism of Indian cricket all stems because of this. What happened today? They deliberately feed us wrong information, and that is why, I'm sorry, shocker. If you still want to say that, oh, you guys did jump the gun and all that, I'm sorry. There are no sympathies then in that case. But yes, after an end of a pandemonium-filled Asia Cup thing, we'll be back with a lot more updates. The press conference is still going on.
We'll be bringing you all those updates, whether that be on our television mediums, our digital mediums, everything in between. Plenty more to talk throughout the day. We're going to be talking Asia Cup selection, Asia Cup squads. And of course, you know where you have to be to get all of that. You have to be with Sports Today. But if you're going to have to do that, you'll need to subscribe, tap that bell icon as well, because you know that's the best way to know when it is we're going live. For a longer discussion than this, of course, don't forget, join us for our dugout
at 6:15.
It will be, I think it will be later than that, possibly 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock,
But join us then. We'll be talking all of that. We'll take your comments there as well. Thank you though. Right now from Siddharth and me, it's bye-bye. But stay tuned. Plenty more analysis coming your way.
Bye-bye.